going on, guys? Beautiful day out here. Man, so beautiful. I'm just waking up and, just dealing with the world as it comes, you know what I mean? Haven't even taken time to look at the plants yet, but I'm about to get to that. One direction I really want to go in this channel is that, I want to make sure that we can not just talk about showcasing what I got, but, show you some of the techniques and things that I use, to kind of get things growing the way they're supposed to, you know what I mean? So, what I'm going to do today is basically show you what I do, after I go to the grocery store, cut up some fresh veggies and plant them out in the garden. So yeah, scraps video 2021. Let's do it. All right, first thing we want to talk about is, you seen this garlic, all right? Garlic is pretty awesome because it's popped up, took over maybe about a week. I actually got some, if I'm not mistaken, some radishes or something in there, so they're popping up too, but they're sharing it at this point because garlic takes about 9 months to pop up. But this is a great scrap because honestly, this was just some garlic that I had in the refrigerator growing. Bought it from the store, didn't use it. Sometimes I use the minced garlic, which isn't as good, but I just neglected these guys, and they said, you know what, we're going to get a hobby and we're going to start growing. So in 9 months, I'm going to have about 24 bulbs of garlic in there. Alrighty, so look, let's check this out right here. What's this? What's this guy right here? Anybody know what this is? Okay, well, let me tell you. This is a head of celery. Well, I guess it would be a bottom of celery that I cut the bottom off, and it took almost a whole winter to start growing like this. But guess what? I put it in the ground, and within a week it started popping up. Now, it's not going to be as big as the celery that you bought from the store, obviously, but it is going to grow up, and it is going to give you some celery you can use. Now, that's great, but look at this guy over here. Where did I see it? That's another scrap. I don't know if it's an onion or garlic, but either way, you see that it's growing. It has no apologies to you or anybody else. It is up and it's growing. Kitchen scrap, straight up. I got one more guy that I want to show you. Let's see, where is it? Where are you? See, now I done planted so much in here, I can't even remember what's popped up and what hasn't. But either way, we got a lot of growing going on. Oh well, next video for it. Alright, now I've been talking about my buckchild forever. Alright, look at that. So my buckchild plant has gone crazy. Look at that. Look at that. This is one buckchild plant. One scrap that I took, cut, put in the ground a few months back, and look how strong it is. Now, as I said in my last video or so, you're like, oh, what am I do with that? It's got flowers on it, the leaves are tiny. Well, what I would personally recommend, you cut this bad boy right down here. Use it like a celery plant. Take these leaves, go ahead, fry it up, saute it, and there you go. Knock these flowers off, put them in water, boom, grow a whole new plant. Now I planted a couple around it, and as you see, they're doing the same thing, just not as majestic. And I got a whole new batch right here with about 4 of them. Look at that. Kitchen scraps, baby. Kitchen scraps. Now, as you see, there's another set of buckchild plants. These are 3 or 4 right here. Again, kitchen scraps. Look at these guys. Onions. Just cut it, took the bottoms, stuck in the ground, and here you go. Same with these guys. All of these guys used to be used onions. And now they are real onions that I can use right now. Kitchen scraps, people. Don't throw them away. Look at that. Now, one thing I said that I wanted to do, okay, was kind of show you a little bit more of my process, all right? Because again, what's the point in just showing off what you got, what's going on, you know, how you do it, this, that, and no, you know what I mean. You got to show people how you do it. So what I'm going to do is show you some examples on the inside and show you some stuff that I'm actually going to plant today, and I'm going to turn a kitchen scrap into a whole plant, which is going to be food for me and my folks. Let's get it. Now, the first example I want to show you is I'm not really a houseplant guy. Okay, I got a few around just to look like I'm eclectic. All right, but if you look at this guy, this is you get out the way. This is a pineapple plant. Okay, now you ask me, okay, pineapple. Where did it come from? You guessed it, kitchen scraps. So sometime mid to late last year, what I did was I ate a pineapple, threw this thing in some dirt. This is a second replant into a pot, and it is growing. Okay? Now, granted, the pineapple's not going to yield you a lot, so I doubt if you should spend your days and times buying pineapples from the store just to grow a plant that's going to take 3 years to give you some fruit. One fruit of that. At the end of the day, you know, you shouldn't throw it away, because at the very least, like I said, you'll look eclectic with a pineapple plant in your house. All right? All right, so here's where the magic happens, people. Okay? Here's the magic. All right, so you looking, okay, this looks like your regular windowsill plant situation. Not quite. Okay, I'm gonna show you something real quick. Boom. This guy. You say, well, that's not a kitchen scrap. You know, I mean, come on. Yes, you're right. But that guy is. Basically, this isn't necessarily a kitchen scrap per se. But as soon as I got this plant, I watered it like I was supposed to. And you know, it's not 85 degrees in here. So at the end of the day, you know, it starts drooping over. You know, it's not like it's outside. So it's going to droop, you know, especially when you're watering it probably a little more than you should. Okay, so I basically cut these. You see where this cut right here? See where it's cut right there? Okay, what happens is when it's cut, whenever it grows back into anywhere from 2 to 3 shoots, and it starts growing at the bottom. You see that leaf at the bottom? Give you a better example. This is a perfect example. You see that leaf back there? Right there? Okay. But you see the top. It's cut, right? It tells the plant, all right, look, we ain't got no leaves. Get some leaves. And boom, there you go, leaf. So basically basil is a cut and come again situation. So when you do that, it's going to keep going. As long as it's a healthy plant, as long as it's got enough light and water, it's going to keep growing. So let's get to this guy. So what I did was basically, as I said, I cut the tops off. I don't know what that is. I think it's a leaf. Anyway, I cut the tops off and just to kind of let some more nutrition go in here. Because you see all these little leaves and stuff popping up? That's because it was cut. So it gave the opportunity for the plant to actually get more sustenance to more of the plant because it's less of the plant to give it to. Okay? What I did was I put it in this guy. Now, you see some leaves over here wilt. You know, not the best picture, but who cares? Anyway, let me show you this. You see this guy looking good, fresh and clean, like he in the Outcast video? Okay, look. Let me show you. I don't know how y'all do this. Look at that. Look at them roots. See that? So basically, what I do is I root these guys, and then I put them in a pot, cup, whatever. Put a hole in it. Let me see if I can show you the hole. It's in there. It's in there. So no. What I did was I used Porchlight Farmer's peekaboo cup technique. And you see the hole there. That way I can water it and it still stays moist. And they're growing like gangbusters. They're doing their thing. Boom. So basically, it's not necessarily kitchen scraps, but I'm going to tell you how it is. When you use your basil, as opposed to you sitting up there, you take all these off, you got this stem, throw the stem in the dirt, see what happens. I've had some grow, I've had some not grow, I've had some go bad, I've had some just stay there and look crazy. Either way, this is a way that you can maximize your basil. So when you're done with the basil leaves, keep one leaf on there, stick that thing in the ground, and kitchen scraps. You know that is the theme of the video. Kitchen scraps, 2021. So don't throw out don't use all the basil on the plant. Leave one leaf, stick that thing in water, as so. It will root. You put it in here, boom. You saved yourself some money. Now, look at these guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. I haven't had a lot of success with regrowing celery outside, except for the one outside. And I just stuck that thing in the ground. See how these things are hardening up? But if you look on the bottom, you see those little spots and all that. Whenever it does root, and with celery, it takes a long time. I don't know why, at least for me. I don't know what you guys are doing, but it takes a long time for me, if ever. That's where they're going to come from. Again, this was celery that was used. And I took the bottom of it. It split apart. It's okay, because it'll still grow. It's going to grow roots. I'm going to put it in the ground. Kitchen scraps. Okay? And let me show you this guy here. Okay. Ew, what's that? Okay, let me tell you. This is an onion. And with most onions that you buy from the store, excuse my hand, my ashy hand, look at that. See those roots? Most of the onions that you pick out the bag are going to have these guys already there. So what you do is you cut it. You don't need much. I don't use much. Cut it, put in water, not too much because it will start mildewing and stuff, which you see a little bit here, which is okay. That's not going to mess it up. But the great part about it is, look at that grain that's popping in. These guys are ready to go. And when I was outside, I was trying to show you the onion, but I guess, one of the animals took it. We will do a squirrel video soon because these dudes is getting on my nerves. Either way, this is going to go outside in the garden, and you'll see it in a video sometime. Anyway, yeah. So, this is the guy that I want to show you. Now, this is my first time having some real success with the sweet potato. Now, the thing about sweet potatoes is it takes a long time. But the key to this and this and this and this and this is patience. But the real key to something like this and something like this is fresh water. Change these waters at least every other day, if not every day. Because what will happen is the bacteria will get in and your onion will look a lot worse than this. I've seen it, and it took me a long time just to get that stuff from an onion. Believe me, it took many onions, many stinking kitchens in order for that to look like that. So change your water, people. Well, let's show you the sweet potato. Ooh, what's that? Oh, whoa, look at that. Yeah, stick it in water. Make sure it's not really required, but make sure it's got something growing out of it just to speed up the process. The reason why this is taking so long, this has been about 2 weeks in here, is because it's a good sweet potato. It's a fresh sweet potato, and there was nothing wrong with it. But again, just like I think I saw in the Lady Lair video, yes, my nails are dirty, so what? They're getting cut today. Anyway, just like I saw in the Lady Lair video, with a situation like this, you want to go ahead, grow them out, cut those things off once they get big enough and they got some good roots just like that, and eat the potato. You don't waste no good potatoes. Okay? What homeboy say? We ain't got no money for that. Yeah, I watch y'all. Yeah, shout out to all y'all. Skinny boy and everybody. Anywho, so point being is, this already got taken off of the sweet potato. Look at that. I'm putting that into a pot today, and it's going under the grow light, and we're going to see how it works. Because you know sweet potatoes like heat. Period, point blank. All right? So that's another windowsill situation, and now I'm actually showing y'all some processes because I don't want to feel like I'm not bringing nothing to the table. Okay? Well, people, we got those kitchen scraps, So don't throw your stuff out. Keep your stuff, throw it in the garden. And if you don't grow it, It's great compost. All right, it's gonna break down and make that black gold that you're looking for. So you ain't got to put a bunch of manure in your garden. All right, people. I'm out. Check out this view. Oh God, it's beautiful out here. Look at that. Oh man. Whew. Beauty at its finest. In the garden.